Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your bonus reading here at Intuitive Garden Tarot. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Nicole, and as promised, this is your bonus reading for my Taurus viewers. Remember, this is a general reading, and you may book a personal one-on-one reading with me at my website, intuitivegardentarot.org. All the information is there. To book a session with me, I highly encourage you to give it a try. It's a unique experience. You never know what's going to come up. All kinds of fun stuff can come up in those readings, and it is very specific and personalized just for your energy. Okay, Taurus, here's what we have for you. We have the Eight of Swords, which was jumping out of the deck, the Hermit, the King of Wands, Three of Wands, Six of Wands, Page of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Okay, overall, this looks really good, but I do see some sharp edges here, okay? So let's break it down, Taurus. In the recent past, King of Wands, very charismatic, the life of the party. You might have been feeling very passionate about something, very attractive, very charismatic, like I said. But when he's in balance, he's able to be in his passion without getting too hot-headed. But he is known sometimes for being a little hot-headed, and that's coming through intermittently. Like perhaps you've been going back and forth between the higher frequency and lower frequency expressions of the King of Wands. You know, fun, jovial, attractive, hot-headed, like I said. Also, a little bit of a player. Player energy is coming through too. Meaning potential lack of authenticity at times, like kind of just showing up like a chameleon in the way you're supposed to show up for whomever or whatever situation you're dealing with at the time, not necessarily staying centered in one core perspective or part of your personality. So those are the different ways that the King of Wands shows up. And then the Eight of Swords is how you're showing up, Taurus, here at the beginning of this reading. Really stuck and feeling trapped, feeling limited. The opposite of expansion, feeling compressed and confined in some way or another. It is very much about limiting beliefs. It's about perceptions that we're stuck. It never is true in this card. That's very important to know. It's just sometimes we go into our own denial as well, and we can't see sometimes that we're the ones limiting ourselves. Nobody else is. So this is a card too of feeling like a victim. And then the Hermit is about spending time alone, connecting with your higher self, your true authentic self that is very wise, lived many lifetimes, so you might actually be voluntarily removing yourself from a situation so that you can gain insight, spending some time alone, thinking about what the next step might be, the best way to get out of wherever you're feeling stuck. And the Three of Wands is a card of a certain level of success and achievement here. So remember, I started by talking about the higher and lower frequency expressions of the King of Wands. This Three of Wands, I feel, is suggesting that kudos if you are one of these people, you're already understanding that you have to take that higher perspective and look at the big picture, because that small, confined, stuck space you're in is not a good place. It's not a happy place, and it's not where you can stay. It might also be suggesting and inviting you, if you are stuck in your hot-headedness or in your chameleon ways, to just, again, look at it from a higher place. Look at where you are successful, what you all have achieved in your life. And this is an opening. So like I said, it's either suggesting that you're already doing it. Kudos if you are. If you aren't, the opportunity is here. It's really ripe right now to elevate yourself and expand your consciousness and your awareness from where you have been feeling stuck and limited. And again, we do this to ourselves. Of course, there are times that maybe somebody else or some other situation external to us might have kept us stuck or in a bad position, but it's always possible to get out of it, and it's always up to us and only us to get ourselves out of it. Nobody else can do it for you. So there is a big opening opportunity right now to just really elevate yourself and look at the big picture of what really matters, and what you want to put out into the world, into your relationships, and what it is you're hoping to get back. Because this isn't going to bring much to anyone or to you. So this is like a closed circuit, with that golden bubble that she's trapped under. There's no growth, there's no joy, there's no expansion. So that character is not giving much or getting much to life, to their relationships, etc. Beautiful outcome for you here, Taurus. We have the Six of Wands. So success is very much coming your way. It's available to you if you can get yourself into that higher perspective, if you can pull yourself up from your bootstraps. You will be victorious. It might be a small victory, it might be a big one, but you will be seen in a way that that shows your success, that shows, again, you are bringing something to the table, you have something to offer, and basically that you got yourself unstuck in a place where you were stuck. And so I'm even hearing your acknowledgement from your guides, the universe. If you are able to pull yourself out of that bubble you've been stuck in of negativity and lack of empowerment, you will be stepping into your power. And what more can I say about that? That's a great victory. Kudos. Now, interesting clarifiers here. We have the Page of Swords, which is about a communication, an email, a message of sorts. That's blunt and a brutal truth, or a blunt truth is how I'm hearing it. And it might have left you or somebody else feeling regret, shame, grief, loss, sadness. There might even have been a communication that you made or received, cutting ties with somebody, and it's caused a lot of pain. Remember, always with the Five of Cups, there are 3 cups spilled in front of this figure, and then there are 2 upright cups in the background. So not all is lost. Focus on what is still there. when you're ready, right behind you, there are 2 full cups. And forgiveness. I'm just feeling regret. So from this perspective, you might be able to forgive yourself or others or a situation if it didn't go so well, or if it was painful in some way or another. By the way, not forgiving ourselves or others keeps us right here. So no matter how right you are or how wrong somebody else might have been, when we keep that narrative going, we keep ourselves in victim mode and we are not able to access our power. And there's nothing more uncomfortable than feeling unempowered when we don't like our situation, when we feel powerless to create or change our situation or create a new situation or relationship. That's a really poopy existence, and forgiveness is going to be the key for you to get out of it, forgiving yourself and others, honestly. Can't make this up. Trust. Scorpio, it's a deep ask. It's a big ask. I know when we've been hurt, when we've been a victim, our natural instinct is not to trust, because when we trusted, we were harmed, right? So you're being invited right now, Taurus, to re-examine if that's serving you. And can you dig down deep? And first and foremost, build a trusting relationship with yourself and your own perception, your own ability to perceive, not just with facts and logic, but with intuition. Because you have intuition, we all do, and trusting your instincts is important. It's kind of at the root of your healing here right now. So trust, maybe has been broken, and somewhere in there, if you get out of victim mode, you can repair whatever's been broken, whether you feel somebody broke something in you or whether you broke something in someone else. It can be repaired, but it does take time. So be gentle with yourself and compassionate with yourself and patient with yourself and others in this process. Well, Taurus, you have your work cut out for you. If this reading resonates with you, remember to hit the like button, share, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you have, thank you so much for doing so. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate you watching to the end. I look forward to your next reading. Looks like you've been grappling with some stuff lately based on your recent readings with me. So I wish you well, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.